Good afternoon. I want to thank everybody for the wonderful comments about the Staghorn. I got so many great comments. I believe several people went out and bought Staghorns. I hope they did. I was at Lowe's today and they had a big tray full of little Staghorns. Buy 2 or 3 of those, put them in a wire basket with some potting soil and some bark mixed together, and just leave it alone. It'll cover it up very quickly. Treat it like an orchid. Let it dry, let it wet, get it wet. Let it dry, get it wet. But when I first got this one was 1983. Try not to shake everybody around. And it was a little bitty little disc just like that with a couple little fronds sticking out. It was stuck on a piece of coconut shell. And it hung underneath my deck next to a little spider plant for, I don't know, better part of a springtime. And when I went and checked on it one time, the spider plant had died, neglect. And I took the Staghorn and put it in the spider plant dirt just to keep it hydrated till I could get to it. And when I came back a few weeks later and looked, it had grown another little pot out the side of it and was starting to cover up the dirt. So at that point, I took it out of that pot, put it in a little basket with some dirt and some bark. And that basket and probably 6 or 7 others is still inside of it. It's eaten every one of them. I just cut the wires off and drop it into another basket. The last basket is something that I had to weld up. It's made out of 1 inch wide by 1/4 inch thick flat bar steel. It was welded up with big tabs on it and has 3/8 inch steel bars that go up to the big clevis up there, supported. I don't know how much the plant weighs. We know it's several hundred pounds. It's difficult for 3 people to pick up. It's difficult. It's heavy, so I'm assuming it's close to 300-pound mark. It will hang inside. It'll take about a month or so. I only have to do it about twice during the wintertime, water it. It'll take about a month or so, and at that point it'll probably weigh, I don't know, 50 pounds. It'll lose most of its weight, and it's just nothing but just I don't know, it's almost like a bunch of leaves. And as it dries out, there's nothing a whole lot of weight to it. I'll lower it down. At that point, it's very easy to lower down by myself. I'll take a gallon jug and pour water on it and pour water on it and let it slowly absorb it. And I'll do that throughout the day and let it absorb. May take 2 or 3, 4 gallons of water. Let it slowly absorb the water, and then I'll pull it back up in the air and let it hang. And it'll take another month or so for it to do the same thing. In the springtime, wait till it gets nice and light. Wait. I take it outside, hang it up, hit it with the hose, or let the first rain hit it, and it just takes off again. That's all I ever do to it. I've never had to really give it fertilizer. I have sprayed it with fertilizer before, but maybe once or twice since 1983. It does kind of develop its own little ecosystem when it is outside. It gets birds on it all the time. I see birds in and on it all the time, so I know it's getting fertilized that way. I know I see squirrels on it all the time, chipmunks climbing in and out of it. The one thing I don't ever find on it is insects. I don't ever find, it's never had spider mites, it's never had aphids, it's never had thrips. About the only thing that it gets is like the oak tree. It didn't like the oak tree. So it has spotting on some of the leaves. I don't know how well you can see some of those, but it has some spotting on some of the leaves. But it'll lose that. It'll grow well while it's inside. You can see this right here, a little black spotting like that. I need to keep an eye on that, but that's from hanging underneath that oak tree. It did not like that. But anyway, it's probably one of the easiest, most carefree plants there is to grow. There's not a lot to do to it. They just grow and grow and grow. Give them sun, give them warmth, and give them moisture when they ask for it, and that's it. Leave it alone, and it'll get big. Again, thank you for all the questions. Thank you for all the wonderful comments. Go out and find you a Staghorn. They're a great plant to have. Any type of plant is good to keep around, just because if nothing else, it keeps you trained. It keeps you continually thinking about, I need to water something, I need to feed something, I need to care for something, I need to look at something. That's just good to be doing. It's always good to have a plant around. So go out to your garden center today and find something. Have a great afternoon. I'm going to probably do what he's doing. Go lay in the sun, relax. Thanks for watching.